Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a very requested video. This video gets requested on every single video I post. What's in the bag 2025? What am I using currently, you might be asking? This is the Carbon Luxe. Got some carbon fiber right here, all magnet pockets, which I love. 1, 2, 3 magnet pockets there. Freaking love magnet pockets. This bag has been fantastic. It's been Old Faithful. It's held up amazing. Marco's logo on the side, which I'm really happy with. All good things must come to an end. And for this Carbon Luxe, the end is the Player 5 arriving. The Vessel Player 5, this box is upside down. But that doesn't matter. We're gonna take it out of the box right now and review it. Of course, since the box is upside down, I'm now looking at the bottom of the golf bag here. Jalen and I worked pretty hard on this design. I'm really excited to see how it turned out in person. Upside down, of course. I got so many compliments on this colorway last time. We were supposed to do black. I went with Iron Brew. My last player bag was Iron Brew colorway. Loved it, got tons of compliments. First thing I'm noticing before we even take it down, different dividers at the top. This used to be a 6-way divider in the player. It is now 7-way, and you got a couple little extra grab handles on the side, which is pretty convenient. It makes it more like a cart bag. It's convenient for loading it up, taking it on and off a cart, which is great. I like a little bit of cart accessibility to my golf bags, especially because most of the time I play, I'm in a cart. But what I like about this bag is it also has some walking features, as we'll see here in a minute. There it is, big reveal. Always Press Arch logo on the side. A new slogan we've been working on. We like it. Bet on you right there. Very cool. And then we kept the B, same as on the side of this golf bag. B with some mountains underneath it. Really like how those turned out. We've loved like climbing the mountain being kind of the Always Press signifier. Bet on you. This design turned out fantastic. Thank you so much to Vessel for making this happen. Oh, and it comes with a cart sleeve. Free cart sleeve with the bag, that's handy. When you get a bag that's this nice, you wanna make sure it lasts a long time. Make sure that the cart itself doesn't rub up this part of the leather right here. If you use the cart strap, the bag's gonna last a lot longer, which we all want out of a quality product, right? Oh, look at that. There's a little thing that the strap goes through the golf bag, so you still have access to all the pockets while it's on the cart. Like I said, this is a carry bag with cart features, which is fantastic for the modern golfer. So, this is the new bag. We're now gonna be switching everything over to this bag, and as we do that, we'll talk about what it is we're taking out of my current bag, what is in my current bag, what's in the bag, and loading up the new one. The sun's about to go down, but we're gonna try our best to get this in right now. Okay, so cart strap, we're gonna go ahead and put this in the bag, take the rain hood out. We'll only take the rain hood out if I know it's gonna rain. So in the magnet pocket for the Luxe, we've got my rangefinder, that's going in here. We've also got some chapstick, which is gonna go in here. Some extra tees and ball markers and divot tools. This is where we start to get a little unorganized. At the end of the round, I'll just pull my tees out of my pocket and throw it in a random pocket in the bag and swear I'm gonna organize it later. We're doing that right now. All the tees are going where the rest of my tees go, which is right here in this pocket. Boy, that pocket is huge. Look at the size of that magnet pocket. That is massive, wow. Ball markers going in there with the rangefinder. Ball alignment tool, the stencil, is going in the ball pocket. Markers going in the tee pocket. Sharpie is gonna go in the ball pocket as well. Okay, onto the ball pocket. We got a glove in here, my grip trainer, wrench, a couple of golf balls. We're down to 2 balls. Today was a long day. Played 37 holes of golf today, and if you wanna see that video's definitely out by now. Link it right here. We got one of the old school Always Press divot tools. There's some new ones in the shop by now. The new ones are crazy. Definitely go check those out. Those are so cool. But that divot tool is going in here with my ball marker. All these extra tees going in the tee pocket, and that's it for the ball pocket. And this is the old tee pocket. Okay, we got a hat clip for a ball marker. I actually put this on my shoe because I saw Micah doing it and I thought it looked really convenient, so I gave it a shot. Not quite for me, but if you are a guy and you don't want to put a hat clip on your hat, try it on your shoe. It's actually surprisingly convenient. Tees in the tee pocket, and in the remainder of the tee pocket, we have some more tees and ball markers. And guys, before we get too far into this review of the Vessel bag, what's in the bag, whatever you want to call this video, I want to say a big thank you to Vessel, because this partnership I've had with them has been, as far as partnerships go, absolutely perfect. They make the best products, period. So it's like really easy for me to say that they're the best products. I feel really good about recommending their products to you guys because they last a long time, they're covered by warranty, and they're of the highest quality that you can imagine. And if you want one of the best golf bags in the world, I have great news. Vessel doesn't do promo codes very often, but they did for this video. 15% off for the next 5 days. If you want that now, go get it. It's not gonna last long. Thank you again to Vessel for sponsoring today's video, sponsoring the channel, supporting the tour. This is just the culmination of a lot of really good things that we've done together, I feel. On to the apparel pocket. Now, this is gonna be where we start to see some benefits over the Player 5 over the Carbon Luxe. Quite a bit more room in the apparel pocket here. My short game gains mirror directly into the golf bag. We'll start with that. Bang. So what's in the bag? Short game gains putting mirror, absolutely, at all times. Golf gloves to right here. I just find it a lot easier to keep them on the strap. Groove It brush was on the bag. It is now on this bag. This is where we really start to see the benefits. Before I had my short game gains mirror in a slightly less protective casing, just a little sleeve, but now I can put the full thing in there, which is nice. I got a pair of sunglasses. It's better for me to just not have them on unless I really need them. So sunglasses go in the golf bag. They do not go on my hat usually. And then this little Golf Forever strap. This is something I put around my knees. And if I ever feel like my hips are getting tight, I'll hit a couple of these Johns right here, just get them activated, you know? What do y'all know about this, huh? What do you know about it? Ooh, yeah, can't keep up, can you? Yeah, you couldn't catch me if you wanted. Oh, 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 oh. New Always Press hats, head covers, and divot tools and ball markers are in the shop now. Go get them while they last, and thank you guys for supporting the channel. Okay, in the golf bag, and then in the valuables pouch, little power bank, 100. Wow. Phone's always dead, but the charger is going strong. A couple of Sharpies, and room for 2. Wonderful. The mail key I've been looking for, I found it, and a rangefinder battery. So those are gonna go in here. The moment you've all been waiting for. You care about the bag itself, and you care about the clubs. First off, we have an Always Press driver head cover. I don't know if there's still some of these in the shop. If we do have them, go ahead and get one. They're awesome. I've been using this for about a month now. It's holding up awesome. And if you need any more proof of how well these things hold up, I have my Chiefs one, and it had a lot more edges to it than this one. This one's all sewed up, like it's gonna hold up even better than the Chiefs one did. And the Chiefs one is still perfect after a year of pretty rough use, if I'm being honest. Got Press written on the back, our Sisyphus logo with Always Press written underneath it, and the mountains, like we talked about. We got mountains on the bag, we got mountains on the head cover. I just like mountains. Big mountain guy. That's why I moved to Florida. We did not talk about driver in that clip. I just kind of got distracted by the head cover. Still the same head cover. Paradigm AI Smoke Triple Diamond 8 degree. This is from True Temper. Hazardous T1100, 6.5, 2.2 degrees of torque, 70 grams shaft. It's a mean shaft. It's heavy, it's stiff. This one hovers around 22 to 2500, 12 degrees of launch, maybe sometimes 10, but I can keep this in play a little bit better without sacrificing a ton of distance. And that's the driver. Next in the bag, we got the mini driver. This is the Callaway 11.5 degree mini driver, 340 cc's. This thing's amazing off the tee. I can hit it off the deck, I can hit it off the tee, I can draw it, fade it, do whatever I want. And this thing's just a bomb machine. This thing, I just hit this thing far and it cuts. Very one-dimensional, but a little bit longer. I can hit a lot of different shots with this thing. I freaking love it. It's awesome. Shaft in the driver, we got the T1100. I had the LA Golf Bryson shaft in here, and then I saw that Bryson was using the old T1100, and then True Temper started making a new T1100 to like, it's basically exactly the same as the old one. And so I had him ship me one, tried it out, liked it quite a bit, put an 8 degree head in it instead of the 9 degree head that I had in the LA Golf shaft, and I've really enjoyed it so far on the golf course. Shaft in the mini driver, we've got the 8X Ventus Black. This is just the regular Ventus Black, not the TR. I don't know why, I just like the regular Ventus Black. TR, it's good, I've used it. But when it comes to woods, I don't want something that's gonna be like mega, ultra, super low spin. So the black, I think, is something just a little bit less than that. I honestly have no idea. It's what I like, so it's what I used. For the grip, it's the only Golf Ride Tour Velvet I have in the bag. It's got 6 wraps on it, makes it a mid-size. Just haven't really got around to changing it. The grip on the driver and alignment, a Z grip, mid-sized with a line help on it with a little reminder back there. Mini driver in the bag. Alignment sticks. Got a Vessel alignment cover. Love it. Like, it does the job. It's a little bit smaller than the other alignment cover I had, so it fits a little bit snugger on these 3 alignment sticks. which is perfect. It's wearing beautifully. Like I've had this thing for almost a year now and you can't even really tell. Like it's holding up amazing. And there's no one on the planet who uses their alignment stick cover more than I do. So this is a good litmus test. Putting that in the top pocket. I've been thinking about this a lot actually. It's 7 pockets. I'm gonna go pretty much business as usual on the original 6. And then the top pocket is gonna be for alignment sticks and the iRange stick. If you haven't gotten yourself one of these, I'd highly recommend it. I use this every day. He made me a very nice custom one. Very useful training aid. The putter, no surprises here. Guy 1 million, you've probably seen with this putter. This is the Lab DF3. I've got the Oz coming in the mail, so TBD. And we'll go putter on top as well. It's an All Pro Tour towel. We're working on having always pressed towels made. 2-iron, great off the tee. I hit the ball high enough that I've never really had to worry about like, oh, I don't know if I can carry a 2-iron and still get it to stop on the green. I spin this thing enough, I can hit high enough, I can hit a cut with it, get it to stop, and it's fantastic off the tee. So 2-iron, very useful club in the bag. On the 2-iron, we got a Ventus Black 10X HB shaft, HB meaning hybrid. That's actually 10TX, 2X. I just wanted the heaviest, stiffest shaft in this 2-iron. Something that feels as close to steel as possible without actually being a steel shaft was kind of what I was looking for. On the 2-iron itself, we got the Z-Grip mid-sized, no alignment aid on this one. This pocket here, we got 4, 5, and 6-iron, but right now we're just gonna talk about the 4 and the 5. 4 and 5 iron are different from the rest of my irons. This is the Apex Pro. I wanted a little bit of help in the top of my set. So originally I just got the 4-iron. I had the Blade 4-iron before. I had blades all the way through the bag. Put this in the bag to try to close the gap between my Blade 4-iron and my 2-iron. 2-iron goes like 260. This goes 240 to 245. I can more reliably play it at 235. 235 is about kind of like if I see 235 on my rangefinder and there's no wind, I'm going cut 4-iron. If it's 245, I'm going just draw 4-iron or a hard 4-iron, whatever I think can get there. And then once I put the 4-iron in the bag, then I had a big gap between my 5 and my 4. So I put the Apex Pro 5-iron in the bag to fill that gap between my 6 and my 4. They keep working their way down the set. Who knows, maybe by this time next year, I'm gonna have up to a 7-iron of Apex Pros in the bag. But both of those clubs, we got Dynamic Gold Tour Issue X100s, same Z-Grip, mid-sized on that. Same with the 4-iron as well. 6-iron, same basically here all the way down to the pitching wedge. We got the old clubs in the bag, the Mizuno 221s. The Callaway irons just weren't looking right to me. For some reason, I wasn't able to get the spin rates quite to where I wanted them to, and these have always been really good. So I went back to these for the 6 to the pitching wedge, Mizuno Pro 221s. These are just basically straight blades, some custom ferrules from Golf MD, and Dynamic Gold X100s. And that with the mid-size Z-Grip. Gonna be the same shafts all the way through the bag for the irons. Same with the 7, 8, and 9, just gorgeous irons. I really like the way these look. As soon as those start to go, then I can transition into the Callaway blades and I can take them to a fitter and really get them dialed in as far as lofts, lies, and everything goes. Specs on these are perfect. For the wedges, we got the Opus 58 degree 6 T grind. This thing lays pretty flat on the ground. Not a lot of bounce to speak of, a lot of heel relief, so I'm able to lay this thing flat and hit pretty much any shot I want around the greens. I know a lot of people hear low bounce and think that it's gonna dig. What more matters is that you're able to get the leading edge underneath the golf ball. And with less bounce, I find that I'm able to do that more effectively. For the 54 degree and the 50 degree, this is a 52, but it's bent to a 50. We got the S grind, 10 degrees of bounce, S grind. Since this is bent to a 50, it's actually 8 degrees of bounce. This one's still a 54, so it is still 10 degrees of bounce. I like the little bit of a softness to this. Not a whole lot to it. Looks a little bit more like an iron, but just slightly softer. I like the turf interaction on the S grind, and I didn't really feel like there was much of a need to change. But the thing that's different about these wedges than the ones before, raw. Freaking love raw. I love it when they rust. They just look so freaking cool. In the wedges, this is the 52 degree. I have an X100 in this, but when we get down into the last 2 wedges in the bag, sorry, I was wrong. 54 degree still has an X100 in it. And then the last wedge in the bag, my lob wedge, has an S4. Now this is just a little bit softer. It's kind of the GOAT wedge shaft, the S400. For the wedge that I'm gonna be using the most around the greens, and I use this pretty much anywhere inside of 50 yards. I want it to be an S400. When I chip, I've always chipped in the X400. It probably doesn't make that much of a difference, but I just like knowing it's the same. We got a couple honorable mentions I want to add in. It's a few days later. I realized that there are some clubs that I've used in videos that I didn't talk about here. We got a Callaway Apex Muscleback 9-iron. Messed around with this a little bit. This will probably end up being my next set of irons unless I get a different set that I like more. I can't really get away from the Mizunos right now, so those are still in the bag. The 7-iron for the same Callaway Apex MB set. This is a putter I've used a few times. This is the Jailbird Square square to square. This was really just, I wanted something that I could put a regular grip on, and also something that I could line up a little bit better with a similar feel to the Lab. Obviously I ended up going back to the Lab. Another departure from the DF3, we have here the Link from Lab. This is the blade model. Again, wanted to use a normal grip. Lambkin deep etched on basically every putter that isn't a Lab for me. And it just felt familiar to go back to that grip. Again, just wasn't as good as the DF3. Driver, got a couple other driver options that I've used this year. This is the AI Smoke as well, 9-degree head, so a little bit more loft in the head, but a stiffer shaft. This is the LA Golf Bryson model. It is the Bryson Low 75W6. 6 is like Omega stiff in the LA Golf world. Final putter we have that I've used in videos this year. This is the Ping Oslo. I just went back to this because I really just felt like I needed to go back to just a traditional putter for a little bit, groove my stroke the way that I'm used to doing it, and it actually was pretty beneficial. Not as good as the DF3, so it's not still in the bag, but as far as like a training aid, getting my stroke back to where I like for it to be, this will probably find its way into the bag once or twice here and there, but probably never into a tournament. And then finally, the Ventus 7X Black TR. This is obviously a very popular shaft on tour. This has been used in the driver a little bit. It's funny enough, it's a little spinny, a little like, it's a little spinnier than these two options. Obviously the T1100 is great. The LA Golf shaft is super low spin. So this is a slightly higher spinning option than the other two, but if I'm ever really struggling to put it in play, this is a good kind of homey shaft for me. It's gonna spin a little bit more, so maybe a little easier to hit it straight, but in windy days and stuff like that, it's really not that great. And the True Temper Icon, I've been messing around with this grip quite a bit. As you can see, it was on all my main clubs, or all my gamers. And these two irons that I'm messing around with from Callaway also have the True Temper Icon on it. I tried it out, and they sent me some to review for my Instagram page, and I really liked them. So they're on all the clubs, and they might stick around. We'll see. We managed to get this in before the sun went down. That's fantastic. This is my what's in the bag. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Plenty of videos left in the channel for you to go check out of me actually playing golf if you're interested in seeing that. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We do a lot of really cool stuff over here. I'm trying to be a professional golfer on the PGA Tour. That's kind of the gist of this channel. Just everybody likes what's in the bags. So we took a break from that, do a what's in the bag. Now back to our regular scheduled programming. See you guys in the next one.